going on, ladies and gentlemen? Dr. D-Dub here, and welcome back to Surfers Cove, the park where everyone and their mom is lost. Between last episode and this, I did what I said I was going to do. I added benches, trash cans, and light posts, some of which are already broken because of our awful park rating. We need to get some security officers here. I don't know if we've ever seen that before. A negative or a not so great park rating actually causes your guests to be more violent. I placed that light post that was broken not even 30 seconds before recording this. So we're going to try to rectify our abysmal park rating this episode. I found one important thing. You see all these guests that are lost. If I look at the location of these guests, every single one of them... Oh, that's Ankle Buster, not a lost guest. Every single lost guest is on this lower level. Every single one of them. So, I've got a couple things I can do. One, I want to add an info kiosk down here, because I don't have one. And two, I want to connect the path back up on this end. I'm going to bring it up somewhere and have it connect probably pretty close to the entrance. I'll actually probably extend this out on the lower level a little bit, just so we have some more real estate for building stuff. And then bring it up somewhere over here, because it's very problematic. Let's just leave it at that. Can I put this anywhere easily? No, I have to... Oh, I've got to do this lovely trick. Oh, and I didn't raise it high enough. I'm even doing the wrong tile. There we go. Okay, so hopefully this will remedy everything. I really, really hope so. Also, I want to add a little bit of color to our umbrellas, so we're going to make some of them yellow, and we're going to make some of them red. I've been doing kind of a blue primarily, or a blue color scheme primarily. I want to add some reds and yellows in. I had a comment last video saying that whenever she thought of surfers, she thought of just bleach blonde hair. And you know what? We're actually going to make our park maps free, just so no one has an excuse not to get one. But they were saying that bleach blonde hair kind of reminded them of surfers, or vice versa. When they thought of surfers, that's what they thought of. Which is kind of stereotypical, but it's also kind of accurate. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if I hired all the proper mechanics either, so we're going to hire a couple Cowabunga cars. It looks like it didn't have anyone. I'm guessing Mechanic 8 is headed there, so we'll have him cover Cowabunga cars once he gets there. That should be good. And then we'll have these two others just to cover whatever's necessary. I want to start off by connecting this path because I know it's driving me nuts, and I'm going to assume it's driving other people nuts as well. We'll actually take this inside and come out there. I think that'll look nicer and not interfere as much. And then let's actually bring this... We're going to run it all along... Oh, actually, no. That looks horrible. Please don't fall into the water, guests. Please don't do that. That looks pretty bad with all the supports having gone away. So let's actually bring this in here, and then we can run it this direction and come... Actually, we didn't even need to do that. Do that and go up, and hopefully we can connect up... What? What happens to that guy? What? He just disappeared! That's crazy. Okay, oh my goodness. I should have planned this better. Okay, guests, stop going over here. Stop it, let me build this so I don't lose any of you to the abyss again. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is hopefully going to get rectified as soon as I build this walkway. Or very soon after. It could very much just be me, but I feel like it's already slightly better. No, it's not. That's just me saying that. It's most definitely not better. But it's getting there. If we connect this up, that should be able to connect right there. And that's kind of what I'm wanting. Yeah. Sorry, I was debating doing a do not enter sign there. But hopefully with this now, that should help a lot. I hope. Let's add another kiosk down here as well. And we'll make this one have red umbrellas. Let's also change up some of our balloon stalls to aid in that color scheme. Since we see balloons all the time and we only see umbrellas, that's the word, when it's raining, which it hasn't done too much of in this park. So we've got red, yellow, and blue, and we now have a closed off circuit, if you will. It's not just a dead end down here. And oh my goodness, the vandalism is unreal. I'm so surprised at how quickly that happened. Okay, let's give it some time to fix itself. It's not going to happen immediately, but hopefully our guests will figure it out, because they're really dumb right now. I don't know how you get lost in a park so much so that you can't find the exit. I've never been that way, so I can't relate, but is everything else doing okay? I think it is. We've got lines for pretty much everything except /surf shop, because people won't pay to ride it. We'll drop that to $1. Hope that helps. Okay, time to get building actual productive things in this park, aka coasters and attractions and stuff. We got a 3D cinema. And now that we have this expanded area down here, we might do something with that. I know I mentioned about making a beach down here, and I kind of want to still do that. But I'm going to be limited in where I can do it. And honestly, this spot right here is probably the only place we can do that, because I don't want to take the walkway any further down here. I don't want to add to the lost guest issue. So we'll probably build the land up here a little bit and kind of make like a beach type section. And so let's actually raise this up. That's 1, 2, 3 tiles higher, and we can tuck it in this corner right here. So that's 1, 2, 3. And hopefully, if I am doing this right, that should work just fine. We're going to bring the land out kind of over here and then probably slope it off at this end. And so we'll kind of have a nice little beachfront that's accessible via this walkway right here. We're not actually going to have a beachfront or anything, or anything on the beachfront. But I think it'll still kind of give that vibe. And I'll add some palm trees and all that and make it look nice. That should work there. And then we just run this all the way over. And get rid of that tile and save this drowning guest. Oh, he lost his balloon. Sorry, dude. Sorry, I almost also drowned you. Or I also almost drowned you. There we go. I got my words in the correct order now. Oh, gosh. Okay, I feel like this is getting better. I'm not just saying that now. It actually looks like it's slowing down a little bit. So I think whatever we just did helped a little bit. Or at least I'm hoping it did. Okay, back to the rides. So we just built a 3D cinema, and we're going to call this one Glass Job. And that's when the water is just like super, super smooth that it almost looks like glass. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I forgot to look it up before this episode, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So we're going to make this kind of... Actually, what would doing white look like? Ooh, that's kind of cool. What if we do like a real... No, we did that exact same thing in our last park. We're going to go all white for that. Glass being clear, and there's no clear color, so white gets us as close as we can to that. We'll open it up and do... You know what? We're going to do Storm Chasers. Because just like in Rocket Power, there was an episode where they went out and tried to ride this sick wave that was caused by like an incoming hurricane, which is dumb. Don't ever do that. But this kind of reminds me of it. Out on the water, it's storming. Storm chasers. Yeah. There you go, man. Let it go. Get it out of your system. I feel much better now. Or he probably said I feel sick. Yeah. Okay, so that's the 3D cinema. I also want to build, if we have time, I'd like to build a log flume and a coaster. And also if we have the money. So this will work just fine right here. What if we ran... sorry, I'm trying to think where this beach is going to line up. Because I kind of need to put a station at the lower level at this point. We're kind of full up on the top. And I don't want to raise the land yet, because that's going to get expensive quick. We don't have room over here. So I guess... Why is no one still writing this? Still is no one writing this? Oh my goodness. 50 cents. There we go. Sorry, it's a ride that people would definitely want to ride when it's raining. Or an attraction that people would want to go on. And they're not, so that's problematic. Same with the merry-go-round. Or the goober-go-round. Okay, enough of that. Let us build something. And I guess we'll start it... If we start the station... Hold on. I got an idea. If we start it here, again raising it just as high, and we put the station facing towards the edge of our park, lower this back down because this isn't going to have sand on it. It's going to be water at this portion. But if we raise that back up, we're going to bring all of our station underground, or all of it except that. And we need to make sure that we have enough... Where's the edge of our park? There? Okay, so we're going to have to turn it that direction to end it. That's as much station as we're going to be able to get. So I need to make sure not to make this too crazy. But then... Or then again, when does me saying that ever mean anything? So we'll do a couple things with this. I'm thinking this could be cool. If we go down this little channel right here, it's 3 tiles wide... And so if we ran just right, like, in it, I think that could look really cool. Get underground view. I can't see anything, but I think that looks awesome. And then if we go back underground here, perfect. Yeah, this is going to work. And I made sure to raise the station because I knew we'd have to go underneath. And then we can do a little bit of stuff over here. So the majority, / almost all of it, is going to be underground, minus this first section. The rest of this is probably going to stay underground. I was looking over here and wanting to like make it poke out here and go back in, but if we loop it that far around, we don't have enough boats to really make that doable. People are going to get not so happy with me. So actually, let's turn this... and then drop it down. And we'll drop down to 3. And then up to 4. And that's outside our park bounds. So we need to actually not do that S-bend, it looks like. Turn. Go straight for 1. Down 1, 2, 3. Go flat. Go up 1. And connect. Did I do that right? I did it right. They should have enough speed going down that they don't have to use the ramp there, or the belt, the lift, to get all the way over. I'm thinking that'll be just fine. And then for this, I want to do the entrance outside. We'll run the entrance all the way around, hugging this other one. And then the exit's actually going to go underground. And we're going to try to make it connect up with the Do Not Enter sign, because I don't need any more paths accessible to our guests, because they can't navigate the ones we already have. But if I run this to there, I can do a Do Not Enter sign right here. There we go. That works. It looks kind of wonky, but that's okay. I'm going for function over form right now, just to... Actually, things have quieted down. That doesn't look good. Things have quieted down in the endless notification department. I think we fixed our issue. And I'm so glad, because that was driving me up a wall. I was trying my absolute hardest to not comment on it last episode, but... Ooh, it took everything in me to not just go on a rant about it. But I'm glad I finally fixed it. Or fixed... Yeah, I'm glad I fixed it. Okay, so I want to preserve that one support. And actually, what if I did... no, because that's going to get in the way of the beach idea I've got going on. I was going to say, what if I brought this underneath everything? But I don't think that would look as good as I'm thinking. And that beach just got a lot smaller because of this. But oh well. We got to do what we got to do. What else do I want to do to this? Do I need to do anything? I don't think I do. So let's test it. And let's make these look like surfboards. They're not actually surfboards, but... yellow... What if we do like a dark blue, a white? White kind of looks good. If you think of like a... Yeah, I kind of like that. They don't... I mean, they obviously don't look like surfboards, but the paint job is somewhat reminiscent of one. And it's different. I like it. And what if we actually do white supports as well to match? Ooh, that looks really good. I like that. I like that a lot. And we just do kind of like a black and white color scheme. Not usually what I would do on a log flume, but I think that's going to work. I'm not anticipating this to be incredibly exciting, so I'm just going to do 350 for now. We'll find out actually pretty soon whether or not it performs well. This ride is not incredibly long. They're probably already halfway through. But Log Flume 1, we're going to name Choppy Waters. Just like it sounds, like the waters are really rough, which I think is kind of cool because it's very... It juxtaposes well, I think I used that word right, with Glass Job, which is the complete opposite of that. Very smooth, glossy, almost looks like glass water versus choppy waters. And that kind of makes sense, because this will eventually be on land or very near it, and this will be out in the water going through the valley here, the chasm, whatever you want to call this thing. The riverbed. Yeah, it's definitely a riverbed. It goes all the way down. That's actually really cool looking. All right, that does it for that, and we still have plenty of time and money to actually build a coaster. I really want to see how this does, though. Yeah, we're almost back. We're about to do our last drop, and up. Oh, we already did it. That was anticlimactic. Yeah, that'll work. And then we need some music, too. This park is way too quiet. Being choppy waters, I think the water style, and of the names, water style. Like, I feel like I have to do that in this park. Perfect. Water style on choppy waters style. Ooh. Okay, 420. Not a bad price for some surfers to ride. Okay, let's build a coaster. What do we have? What are our options? We've got wooden side friction. That's a new one. Cheap and easy to build, but the track layout needs to be designed carefully. Otherwise, the cars can fly straight off the track on the hills. I think I want a steel coaster of some sort. We already did a steel mini, I think. Yeah, we did. I don't know how I forgot about that. And we've done... That's the only steel one. We also have the Virginia Reel. I wish we had just a plain old steel coaster. I'd love to build one of those, and not even just the shuttle loop style, but like an actual steel coaster. Of these options, though, as far as price goes, I feel like our best bet's going to be the vertical coaster. I think there's some cool things we could do with this and like the whole cliffside. So let's do that. I had a spot in mind when I first saw this park, and I've built on it, so it doesn't exist anymore. I wanted to do it right here and drop it off the side. But I'm sure we can find another place that would work well. Yeah, our only other spot that looks pretty good is right here. And how we'll do this, I'm not sure. As far as the lines go, I'm trying to think how I could finagle this to go like up or down over that entrance or exit. I don't quite know, because this is all just exit right here. There's the main path goes down there. I'm talking to myself at this point, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I am going to start by putting the station right there. I think that's going to be pretty sweet. And if we start with a hold brake for drop, and then start off right with a straight drop to pretty much water level, I think that's going to look awesome. And then if we bring this up, can we turn? Ooh, we can. That might be a little too intense, though. Do I care, though? Yeah, probably. Yeah, look at our park rating, guys. Ever since we fixed... I don't know how long it's been back up, but ever since we fixed that issue we were having, that's going to help so much in getting guests and just happiness in this park. So that might be really intense, but I really don't care. That should be okay. If it's not, that's an easy fix. I can just make it go straight further and then turn. I can fix that if needed. But if we bring this... Ooh, actually, if we turn that and start going this direction, can we clear... We cannot. Ooh. Okay, so instead of being gradual with it, if I do that... Oh, there we go. Okay. I like it. Alright, so we started at 13. We're now at 10. That's not going to have a ton of speed. And I want this to get... moving. I don't want this to be a boring ride at all. So what if we drop it down pretty steep here and have it kind of come out at water level? Ooh, yes. That looks so cool. Just like... Oh, it looks less cool here. But that looks really awesome. Alright, and then let's just get some twists and turns going. I want this to kind of span... I think if we did... Hold on, we still have 2 more episodes in this park. We're going to have to really work with space. So if I have this go primarily on, sort of the water level. I'm not going to restrict myself just to water level. But I think I could do some cool stuff if I were to, weave another ride through all of this. I think that could be really cool. And so let's actually bring this straight for a little bit, and then we need 4 tiles, I think, to make this work. If we do a helix up small and just do a couple of them, I think that could be really cool. So we started from 10, coming off of 13, I believe. Yeah, so now we're at 6. Still have quite a bit of speed, I believe. So let's actually bring this up a little bit. And so this will allow for some sort of play between this ride and whatever else we build in between it, or kind of weave through it. I think this could be really cool. And then, how do we do this? If we take it... Are we going slow enough to allow for some of this? We don't even have the room to do that, so never mind. We're going to have to go... If I do that, and then this, that lines us up on the edge. Not enough cash. Okay. We're going to max our loan here. Next episode might be a struggle making some of that money back, but I'm okay with it. If we take that and then turn it... Oh, dang it. Okay, what if we start one earlier? And do that kind of turn. There we go. That'll work. Except getting out of this is going to be even more difficult now. Unless we do a wide turn and then a helix up and then 2 more. Oh, and we're almost out of money. Okay, we need to beeline it back to the station. I got a little carried away here. And by a little, I mean a lot. And I totally blocked that off. So now we have to go... Oh, and we have to get back up to 15 too. I totally forgot we didn't do any chain lift. Actually, that'll be okay. Where does this line up? So the edge is right there, which is 2 outside of where we're at here. So we'll need to do... Ooh, okay. So if we actually make this wider and just start going back up. Oh, we've hit a wall. A financial wall. I cannot talk. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad getting the money to go back up, but the also downside is every piece we build is gonna get more and more expensive. So instead of waiting here and building this piece by painstakingly slow piece, I'm gonna wait till we have a little bit more money and we can just come back and just finish this in one fell swoop. Or actually, I'll probably just finish it and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Okay, we have a complete coaster. We didn't do anything too crazy here at the end, so don't feel like you missed too much. I just brought it up, added chain lifts, and then did a slight bend and connected it up. So it's another ride that starts with the drop and ends with a chain lift, just like we did over here at Bodacious Bruiser. Oh, we just got a Steel Wild Mouse coaster too? Sweet. I don't know if we'll build one of those in this park. It doesn't really seem like it fits. But this, however, I think looks pretty cool. And I love how it does what I said I was going to do in this park, with the station on the upper level, dropping it down, utilizing the water, and then just going in and out of the cliff. A bunch. I think that looks really good. I really like how that came out, actually. Let's get the entrance and exit built before we have to pay staff and lose all that money. Let's do the entrance right in the middle, and oh my goodness, that looks crazy. Exit can just go right back out. Heck, let's do it as far down as we can. Right there, perfect. And then the walkway is, I hope, not too tall. Okay, good, it's not. But this is actually going to have to go underneath all of this. And we don't have enough money to do that. That's fine. Ooh, one thing I'm seeing right here. I might need to change, depending on how this works. Ooh, actually, never mind. I was going to try to bring it up right here, and I might have needed to back this off by 1 and do the bend a little bit earlier to widen this turn this direction slightly, if that made any sense. But instead, I can just go this way with it. Why not? It'll actually probably be a little bit more cohesive, too. There we go. Perfect. And that actually looks really cool, too. It goes under and... I like that. I really like how that came out. Sweet. All right. Vertical roller coaster cars. We don't have any other options. And we got 5 trains with 3 cars per train. That's not bad at all. I don't even think we'll need all of those. But what do we want to paint this? And name it. I don't have a name for this. Ooh. Since this is like on the water level and will probably be the most low one we do, or the lowest ride closest to the water that we do, I'm actually going to name this one The Landlord. Which I know sounds ridiculous, but in surfer terms, a landlord is actually what they call sharks. The lord of... I don't know. I don't get it. You'd think that would be the water lord, you know, the most intense creature of the water. Makes no sense to me. But I still think it looks pretty cool. So I'm thinking a gray and a yellow color scheme. I don't know why, but I think, and I think I'm correct, I think that looks awesome. We're going to play around with doing a white track as well, but I think gray is definitely going to be our winner here. Oh yeah, that's awesome. It gives a slight little trim, and then whatever else we build in it, maybe we might do a gray base as well, with red trim or something. I think that could look really cool, just kind of snaking its way through some of this. I don't know where it's going to go yet. I haven't given that too much thought, but I think that could be really cool. And then let's make the base never really stands out much. So let's just make that black, and then we'll make the seats yellow. I think that's going to look the best. But all right, guys, it is time once again to test another of our hopefully successful roller coaster creations. Let's see how this thing does. Oh, yes. That thing was perfect in all the right places. I didn't even intend for this to just barely scrape over the edge here, but it just barely does exactly that. And I love it. It adds like a second suspenseful drop. And then over here, we had just the right amount of speed to do this flat non-bank turn with no issues. We barely grabbed onto the chain before we made it all the way up, and it was perfect. Let's see if we have stats, and let's see if they're good stats. Please be good. Oh, yes, look at that. 7.17 excitement. Oh, yes. I love building a good coaster. And that will definitely help us recoup some of our losses that were incurred building that monstrosity. I say a monstrosity, it's really not that big, but it's the biggest thing and most expensive ride we have in this park. So I can call it a monstrosity. And also it's named the Landlord, which is like a shark and a monster. I don't know. I'm making connections where there are none to be made. But alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Let me hire a mechanic so I don't... Actually, that guy's most definitely already covering it. Goodbye, Mechanic 9. Sorry about you. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're enjoying the peace and quiet that we now have. A lack of non-continuous lost notifications. So that is a beautiful thing in my book. Thank you guys once again for watching. I will see you in the next episode, and until then, as always, take care.